Our timing has only been slightly off on our predictions. I remember a couple weeks back calling out for Andre the Giant to win against the Ravens. That happened this past week against the Packers. Drew saying that maybe even this week we'd have the surprise win. We did that last week. We are barely off on the timing, but we'll take it for Browns defeat over the Packers. We've got the Lions this week. Eric, let's go to you first here. What must change, and what do you think the Browns are going to do offensively, defensively against these Lions?
Well, what must change is kind of take the blueprint that happened in the fourth quarter and kind of expand that throughout the whole game. It's not going to be a tall task, but that's what they should focus on. Outscoring the team by 13 points, winning the turnover margin by one, and being in sync with all three special teams, offense, defensive units. That's kind of the recipe for success. You can beat good teams that way. Kind of everything has to go right, but if everything does go right, you got a chance. What must change offensively? I would continue to feed Quinshawn Judkins more. He had 18 of 19 carries, had almost 90, almost 100 yards last week. I think giving him more carries this week, 25, 30, I think would really help out this offense. The passing game is very short, non-existent throws, and they've mostly gone to the tight ends. The Jerry Judy was great at drawing pass interference penalties, and that's about it. So, I'd like to see them throw a little bit more down the field, but I think they're concerned about turning the ball over or getting sacked. So I understand that philosophy, but they can't keep dinking and dunking and having 7, 8 guys in the box ready to pounce on either a short throw or the running game. Defensively, kind of status quo. I mean, the front seven has been exceptional. Miles Garrett, obviously, you saw those videos with three guys trying to block him. That freed up Mason Graham, Carson Swessinger, each got a half a sack or one sack. And Aiden Huntington also had a half sack. And Malik Collins had a sack and a half. I mean, all the other guys are getting freed up because two or three guys are going for one other player. So if they spread the wealth, then again, an opportunity to slow the other team down. I understand the Lions have a lot of great weapons, but we have a lot of great defenders too. Um, Devin Bush almost got a strip sack or a fumble recovery last week. Unfortunately, that was not held up. But secondary, that's the kind of the concern now. It's mostly been Cam Mitchell. They have Denzel Ward. Greg Newsome is playing better as of late, so I'm hoping they can kind of limit Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams and Sam Laporta to a lesser extent. But that's going to be the key for this defense to work as pretty much perfection. The front seven's been playing great. Can the back four help out? So a lot of big tasks, but how's that any different than any other NFL game?
Yeah, definitely a tall task against that Lions offense, sort of a video game offense. I think that's what we called it last year as we were looking at this, and it looked like nothing different on Monday night, Ravens Lions. Jared Goff just shredding that Ravens defense, and we saw a lot of creativity even without the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or specifically the offensive coordinator for the Lions. Maybe it's all coming out of Dan Campbell's brain here of these interesting plays that the Lions ran. But Drew, Browns defense, Lions offense seems like strength versus strength. Can we slow them down?
Yeah, it's certainly strength versus strength. The Browns defense is number one in the league. If you look at the second the best defense, the Atlanta Falcons, they are something like 25 yards per game behind them. That is a massive jump to even get to the second best defense in the league. So that's certainly going to be strength on strength. The Browns defensive line, if it's not the best in the league, it is the second best in the league for sure. And I'm really looking forward and excited to see what they do against a really solid offense in the Lions. So that's going to be a really interesting game to watch, sort of the game within the game, the Browns front four against the Lions offensive line.